Hi there, my name is Leif Norman. I'm an instructor here at PACE, and I teach the history of graphic design, and the future of graphic design too, and Photoshop skills. And I have a little tip about, well, pardon me, learning anything, reading anything, because every once in a while you'll run across a word that you're just a little confused about maybe, and you don't know what that word means. And most people will just say, oh, just skim past it. You can probably understand what that word means by what's going on around the word. What's the following sentences? How, you can pick up the context, but that's very dangerous because I've met people in the past who just sort of imagine what the definition of that word is, and they're wrong. For example, in Photoshop, there's terms called dodging and burning. That's a little confusing. You might actually have to look at the history of photography to understand what dodging and burning means when dealing with a photograph in the digital world, because that's where it came from. It came from the Victorian era. Dodging and burning means to lighten or darken the exposure of certain parts of the photograph. Selectively parts. Make this part a little darker, maybe make this part a little bit lighter, and you'd actually have to, heaven forbid, you'd have to get a dictionary maybe. You'd have to find the history of what that word is and look up the actual definition of the word. So that's my big tip to you, is don't be afraid of the dictionary. There's online dictionaries too. You could use them.